It's Week 10 of the NFL.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And to a vibrant drum beat, we are underway here in Rio. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center. Their 6'4 quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Throwing on 1st down. Downing escapes the sack. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd down and a yard. Looking to throw. Downing. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Downing. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Downing. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. A 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I think I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown. touchdown on the year. And the Caps are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
For football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Downing. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Here now a 3rd and 20. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Gets past 1 man. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Downing. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Downing. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Downing. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Downing. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights are able to stretch out their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walsh. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, London.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, Downing. And he's got, the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Black Knights are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
So the completion gets them just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. looking to throw.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st down, Downing. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, Downing. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing on 1st down. Downing. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back out comes this offense now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Fielded just inside the 30. This offense back to work now late in this 1st half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Downing. And he will find his man on the outside. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. A final shot before break. Downing. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. The Pioneers trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. The Wizards locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and that one all tied.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Looking to throw on second down. Downing. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They need 2. Here's third down. Off the bootleg. Downing. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain
of 15. First down, London.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And it's caught. Touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Caps get a bit closer. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Keep those sticks moving.
Throwing to start the drive. Downing. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Downing. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Downing. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 1st and 10, Downing. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Downing.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Downing.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. London about set to take over on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yards that time on the punt.
Well, the Rio offense set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Downing. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Downing. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Downing. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now here on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
And the London first down.
It's not over, you know.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
I need these points.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job on the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's get this point.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Shepard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down now, it's Shepard.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
11 yards there, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Downing.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, it's Shepard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
77 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?